What's up, everybody? It's Grim, your YouTube Wrestling Figures Heavyweight Champion, coming to you today with another exciting Q&A. I asked you earlier today to tweet me some questions, and now I'm going to nail the fuck out of it for you, my favorite people in the world, my subscribers, my Team Nailed It Nation. You guys are the best. Thank you so much for always watching my videos, and let's get right to your questions. First up, we got LKing01, and he wants to know, what type of other impressions can I do besides the ones you hear on GTS Wrestling? The ones you hear on GTS Wrestling are just tip of the iceberg of the voices that I can do. And, I can learn to do other voices, other voices that I might hear. Like, if I watch Phineas and Ferb or something like that on Nickelodeon or Disney Channel, one of those shows, I'm going to learn new voices as new characters come out. As new wrestlers debut in the WWE and we get their figures, I have to assign certain voices to certain people, especially if they don't have a character voice. A guy like Adam Rose has a character voice. Don't be a lemon, be a rosebud! Somebody like Bo Dallas doesn't really have a character voice. I might want to make up a voice for him. We'll see how that goes. Sebastian Ortega wants to know, who do I love more? Heel Wife or the sexy Russian Lana on WWE? Well, come on, dude. Of course I love Heel Wife more. She's in my bed sleeping right now. And meanwhile, Lana is on WWE TV. I'm never going to get a chance to wrap those luscious legs around my head and go, it's not going to happen. So therefore, you love the one you're with. Chris Gutierrez wants to know, how long does it take me to make the average figure review video? Well, Ebenezer depends on the figure. Like, for example, The Big Show. This motherfucker is easy as hell to make fun of, so the review video will take about 5 minutes. You know why? The fat jokes, they come easy, because most of them are hurled at us, I'm rubber, you're glue. Whatever you say bounces off of me and sticks to you, motherfucker. So, the fat jokes can fly out of this fat fuck's mouth pretty fast. I can review The Big Show in about 10 minutes. Now, meanwhile, somebody like Bray Wyatt, who, this is the exact same figure that we've already reviewed, that's a lot more difficult to do because I'm trying to come up with different material for the same fucking thing. The next question comes from Sean Doran, and he wants to know, what is the best figure of the year so far? The year being 2014, I'm going to have to go with, so far, Elite Series 28 Bray Wyatt. I think Mattel nailed the shit out of that figure. It is fantastic, by far the best figure of the year, but they just unveiled so much great shit coming out at the San Diego Comic-Con, and I'm about to go apeshit over the fact that we're finally getting Razor Ramon. We're probably going to get a couple colors of them. We're going to get a Scott Hall eventually, I'm hoping. This is going to be fantastic. We're getting Sting. We're getting a flashback Hulk Hogan. We're getting Doink. We're getting X-Pac. And all the current guys that are coming out, Rusev, Adam Rose, Bo Dallas. I don't think a lot of them are going to hit in 2014, and he's asking about so far. I'm going with Elite Series 28 Bray Wyatt, but I'm excited for the future. The future is bright for us WWE Mattel figure collectors. Don't you worry about that. We are in good hands with Mattel, which then brings me to Hardcore Icons question. He wants to know, what's my favorite upcoming Elite figure? Hey, yo, Chico. Razor Ramon. No doubt about that. WWE Rivaldo wants to know, if I could choose one legend and one WWE superstar to team up with, who would it be? One legend, Razor Ramon. And one current WWE superstar, Daniel Bryan. I would have said CM Punk, but the prick's not around anymore. Fuck you, CM Punk, I'm back. TJ Lawson wants to know, am I a shoe person? And do I collect shoes, sneakers? What types of brands do I wear? Well, I can tell you one thing. This is where my money goes, motherfucker! You know what type of shoes I buy? Whatever's on sale. I walk into Target and see a pair of, Adidams for $20. And I'm like, good, now I can save myself $80 to pre-order the new set of Elites from WrestlingFigures.com. I go out and buy a $200 pair of fucking Nike Airs, but that's kind of bullshit. Although, I do have a pair of Nikes, but I got them on sale at Kohl's for like $35. Nailed the fuck out of that one. DC Conk wants to know, what did I do with the underwear that Melissa Morris sent me? Now, if you missed the last fan mail video, this chick, Melissa Morris, who's the catfish bitch, which I'm not even sure she's really a chick or not, but she supposedly sent me a pair of female panties, and I actually still have them right here, in case Heel Wife's ever being a pain in the ass, and I need a whiff of quality pussy. They're right there. Swiss Superman wants to know, what if the WWE ever offered me a fuckload of money to turn Grimm's Toy Show PG? Now, I was approached by a production company to do a really cool show. Jordan Hembrough's Toy Hunter show? Well, this company wanted to make an entire wrestling show, all about wrestling memorabilia, not specifically WWE, just wrestling, everything that had to do with wrestling. They wanted me to be the wrestling memorabilia hunter, go around and find rare masks, rare toys, rare magazines, rare DVDs, ring-worn items, all that kind of stuff, travel all over the country, meeting with WWE superstars, which sounds like a dream job, the type of TV show that people would watch as a wrestling fan. It might have even been on the WWE network. Who the fuck knows where it could have gone? But here's the problem. They said, oh, we just want you to, cut out all that shit you do on YouTube because, we can't have you be the host of our show and also be saying fuck, cunt, cock, and pussy on YouTube. So I said, fuck you, you cunt, cock, motherfucker, pussies. Get out of my face. I'm not stopping what I'm doing here and selling out to go do a one season of a wrestling figure show and then be done with everything. And then be done. And no. Howard Stern does his radio show and says cunt, cock, motherfucker, and pussy all day long, and then goes on America's Got Talent, and he can do a PG family show. I am capable of that. And if that's what people want me to do, that would be fantastic. But you know what? I'm not going to stop what brought me to the dance, motherfuckers. Bradley Woods wants to know if a store worker has ever caught me while I'm throwing shit, smash. Dude, I've been caught 100 times and thrown out of 100 stores. The last toy hunt that we did, we were in that Staten Island Toys R Us, wrecking the fucking place. And you know what happened? My buddy Champ texts me. He says, oh, what do they have? He wanted me to pick him up a CM Punk and a John Cena. I said, oh, yeah, sure, no problem. Well, guess what? We got asked to leave. I couldn't pick up anything. I even said, hey, I just wanted to buy these. I'm a paying customer. They're like, out now, motherfucker. Get out of our store. They didn't say motherfucker, but, that's basically what happened. Failed it times 2. J.M. Radley wants to know, am I over 200 pounds because I look really fucking fat? Fuck you, dude. I suffer from a rare debilitating disease called BFH. That's called being fucking hungry. Do you have any idea what it's like to be fucking hungry? Because I'm fucking hungry. And it is very, very difficult to fight the urges to eat, stuffing my face full of delicious food all day long. Now, I know I'm fat and I need to lose weight, and if you'll all support me, I'm going to really get in shape and lose some weight and get in good shape. Yeah, that's going to happen at some point. Chris Ambrose wants to know, if I could have a match with any WWE superstar, past or present, who would it be? Well, who would I want to fight? Yeah, because, I love Razor Ramon, but I don't want to fight against Razor Ramon. The reason I love the guy is because he kicked so much ass, and I don't want my ass kicked. So, you know who I'd want to fight? Punch Jeff Jarrett right in his face. Or I'd like to punch Christian right in his face. Those are two dudes that just never did it for me, and I don't understand their appeal at all. And sure, so if I wanted to have a match with anyone, it would be with guys I hate, like Jeff Jarrett or Christian. Christopher Stone wants to know, how do I have all the money to buy all the figures that I have? I work like a motherfucker. El Daniel Vuitton wants to know, what kind of music do I like, what singers and what bands? Well, my favorite is Kid Rock. Kid Rock, motherfucker! And I don't usually listen to Kid Rock anymore, but when I do, so do my neighbors, motherfuckers. Ball with the ball, the bang, diggy, diggy, diggy. And I like old school Kid Rock. I'm not talking pussified country Kid Rock who's out now. I like the old shit. I Am the Bullfrog and I Am American Badass. That kind of stuff. I like Metallica. I like Linkin Park. I like some new stuff too, like, current stuff that's out today, like Imagine Dragons are pretty decent. My tastes vary. The kids make me listen to a lot of this pop music, Ariana Grande and Fancy, I'm so fancy. And then a song, I don't care, I love it. Acid EU wants to know, who makes the awesome logos and graphics that are on GTS Wrestling pay-per-views? Well, you do, you dummy! No, he just wants a shout out. Acid EU. He makes all the graphics and stuff that I use, the GTS Battle Balls and Money in the Bank, currently. Guy before him was Isaac the Radical, was making me stuff for a long time. And if you ever want to know who's making it for what video, you check the description of the GTS Wrestling episode and it'll tell you who made the logos in that description. And I thank you guys, the guys who do make me the logos, because you guys are the bomb! Thank you! Hayden Thompson wants to know, when I first started YouTube, did I ever think that I would get to 100,000 subscribers on my main channel? Currently, we're only sitting at about 38,000 on this secondary channel here. And no, I didn't think I'd get to 1,000 subscribers. Honestly, I started making Grimm's Toy Show to make my friends laugh, putting it on the message boards. The buddies that I knew on the message boards laugh. A lot of people knew me around the Transformer forums, the wrestling figure forums. They always knew that my posts were funny. So I started entertaining them with my videos. And it just blossomed from there. And Team Nailed It has gotten bigger and bigger and stronger and stronger. And now we are the greatest force in wrestling figure entertainment on YouTube! Grimm's Toy Show, Nailed It Nation, for life! Did you like my little promo there? Dylan Carter wants to know if I could fuck any of the total sluts, who would it be? Brie Bella times 2. Paul Robotham wants to know, Mattel have nailed new figures at Comic-Con. Which one is my favorite? Razor Ramon, no doubt. I'm also looking forward to the Rusev figure and the Daniel Bryan, Bray Wyatt, and the Toys R Us Best of Pay-Per-View are phenomenal. I can't wait to get my hands on those. Also, the Edge Rated R Superstar Ringside Collectibles exclusive, because Edge is also top 5 of one of my favorites of all time, and I love that Rated R spinner belt that he comes with. Alan Turan wants to know, does Heel Wife own any toys? Wink, wink. You mean sex toys. That's private, you bastard! Although I could have brought her a dildo home because someone sent me one in a fucking fan mail video. You fucking pervert! I know you're out there and I will find you and I will shove the dildo you sent me straight up your ass! Actually, no, I won't. That wouldn't work out too well. Sebastian asks me, what is the worst thing that somebody walk on you? I don't know what that means. Morgani Pooh wants to know, who would win in a fight, Grimm or Ebenezer? Okay, I get asked this a lot. I am the tough guy badass. Ebenezer runs his mouth, but in real life he's a pussy, and he'll run. And he'll punch you in the mouth and then run like a motherfucker. He's got his ass kicked plenty by fat ass scalper guy, and then I always have to go in and clean up the mess, beat the shit out of the guy, and shit on their face. So I would kick Ebenezer's ass, hands down, not a problem, times 2. Mr. Wick wants to know if I have my own dildo collection. There's about 4,000 of them back there. Anything could be a dildo if you're brave enough, right? Rafael Ortega wants to know, what toy don't you have that you wish you had? The San Diego Comic-Con Dinobot set. Have you seen that thing? It's fantastic. And they're going for like $300 on eBay. And I ain't paying no $300 on eBay. Anybody at Comic-Con wants to pick me up the San Diego Comic-Con Dinobot set, I'll pay you the price plus shipping and a tip. Cody wants to know if I've done any crazy food challenges. Not on YouTube, but I did go to Fat Burger one time and eat the big, giant fucking Fat Burger. And I was supposed to get my name on a plaque on the wall, and they're like, oh, we don't throw that at this location. And I was like, I just did no fucking hamburger for nothing! Maybe next time I'll do it and put it on YouTube. Name wants to know, do you have a big cock? Are you sure you're not Melissa Morris? Why do you want to know what size my penis is? That's kind of perverted. Solvega wants to know, do you even lift bra? Yeah, I lift bras. I lift your mother's bra right up to my face. I'm like, Denver Steven wants to know, are you rich? Because I don't know how you get all those figures. I told you, bust my ass. When you work hard for something, you can earn things and get things. And that's the way life works. Go to work, go to school, be a man, get out of bed every morning, and nail the fuck out of it. And guess what? One day you can build your own empire and have whatever you want to. I guarantee it. Bakir Kukalov asks me, why do I like Zack Ryder so much? Because he kicks ass? Well, first of all, I was a huge Edge fan. And then Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins became the Edge heads, and they were with Edge. And then, you know, I was following the 3 of them, and they were fantastic. And I was like, these 2 guys, Hawkins and Ryder, they could be like the next Edge. Well, that didn't work out so well. But I've stuck with my broskies ever since. I was a big Kurt Hawkins fan, too. He's just not on TV as much, and now he's not even in the WWE anymore, whereas Ryder is. So, you know, I talk about Ryder more because he's on TV more, whereas poor Hawkins isn't. What a waste. All right, guys, that's about it. I'm sorry if I didn't get to your question. I had like 500 of them, and I only got to answer a handful of them. But I appreciate you sending questions, and keep following me on Twitter for the next Q&A. And please like this video, leave your comments, and subscribe for more. Nailed it.